Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Evitu Sadat. And welcome to, well, You Are Love Monday card is today, but I wanted to start with sharing how this page ended up looking. So that's how it dried finally, right? And guys, I don't know if I ended up sharing, I don't think, because I made that the night that I shared the card, and then I made this one, and I didn't come on Wednesday to share it. So this is the card that I made for last Wednesday, and the word that I was focusing on was dream. So in our dreams, our mind and our imagination travels, and we connect with our subconscious, and we go through the experiences of the day. So that's like sort of like all the dots of like the dream world that we enter when we're finally resting for the day, right? So I have that, and I also have sparkle behind it because I think that from the heart, you can always have dreams that propel you forward, that make you set goals so that you can reach them. It's a way of looking forward to achieving something new, and I have ants visiting. Um, so that's why I put some sparkle in the heart and underneath the word dream, and some movement and action, right? And then the passion of the red for when you have a dream, you can have that passion to reach it. So that's what I used on that page. And I did not share it because I was on Wednesday, I was working on it and this part had not dried. So I ended up not coming on live to show it because I ended up adding the word to it the day after. So that's part of the reason, besides like being busy with other things. But um, let me share the card that I made. I made a whole bunch for 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 me to share today. So this one is a journaling card, and I just used a stamp that comes like this with all those beautiful fluttering butterflies. And I have friends um, joining together and traveling together and just enjoying the moment together. That's what I see there. And I guess she's happy because she's visiting. So that's one card. Then I made this one, which is another stamp, and this one is from this set from Ranger from Diane Wigley. So I use the heart there, and it kind of conveys like our busy lives and like everything that we have going on and that we're focused on at one point in time. And it's just a reminder to rest, you know, to take the time to also rest so that you are able to achieve all of the things that you want to achieve. You need to rest because otherwise you'll end up pushing yourself too far and getting sick. And it's funny because I was doing that, and I actually, yesterday was Sunday, right? So yesterday I kind of like collapsed after all of these weeks of work, and I ended up like falling asleep most of the day. I woke up and then I went right back to sleep. So my body was like, shut down time. You need to take some rest, you need to recharge. And maybe that's why I ended up, this was the last card that I made. So yeah, a reminder to rest and to recharge in other ways too. You need to rest and like take your time to recharge that body by resting it. The other one that I picked was wow, and just because amazing things do happen once in a while, and you have to stop and say, wow, that's something I was not expecting. I feel so blessed to have that in my life, or it was such an amazing surprise. So yeah, just an exclamation moment of just a wow. I can't believe it happened, or I can't believe I actually made it, or just be in amazement sometimes at things that do happen and were not expecting them. And then I have now, this one is totally illustrated, and I even forgot to erase my pencil lines there. But this one's all done with just one of the Pigma pens and then just doodling onto it. And I was kind of thinking of adding color to it, but I don't know. I like the dramatic effect of the black and white happening there, and I just left it with a doodle and like these are like, I don't know, to me they're like popping ideas that help you move forward, or ideas that maybe remind you of things that have passed, but it's movement. And then if you're centered and focused on what's happening now, then you do enjoy the moment and everything that's happening. So, and then the future is just a blank slate that you can move forward to. So that's kind of like what I see here. But it's me just having fun with doodles and like looking for meanings into what I did. But this is what came out. And as I look at it, the more I look at it, the more things I find within the little things that I added to it without thinking about it at all. I just doodled on and kept on adding things intuitively and focusing on that word, and poof, that's what came out. So maybe you guys will see other things in it. Let me know what you see in that heart. Um, I even see a bunny there. So, anyways, you guys let me know what you see. And then I have this one, and this is one of the Dollar Tree little stickers. This one's one of like the sample guided cards. So I painted it in the background with red to cover that area that comes with the package. And I used one. Oh, actually, if you're watching, Marla, this is one of the ribbons that you sent me. Worked out really, really cool. I actually was too lazy to cut it out, so I kind of had a hard time putting it down because I had it with the whole set, and that's the only thing that I find hard to work with that set. Let me see, where is it? Okay, it's here. Is that the words are all like super close together, so if you want to use them separately, you kind of have to like cut into it carefully because they're very tight. Like for example, see this one's like overlapping that one, so you really have to go in to fussy cut it. Um, and when you're trying to rub it down, since they're so close, you tend to lose some of the letters. See, like that one. So that's the only like issue that I had. But the words are super cool. I love the fonts, like the typography that they used. It's super super fun, and I think that I will find my way to use the more that I can out of it. I hope not a lot of them get damaged. But yeah, just like by pressing around, some of them got like that. But I mean, you can always retouch it with a marker, right? Because that happened like right here, and I just went in with my little Pigma thin pen and I just retouched it. So it's not like a big deal, and especially for the price that they're selling it for, and it's a cool product to play with. So this is a Dollar Tree dimensional sticker. This is one of the rub-ons. I also use this one here, the word friends, which I really like how it came out. But this one I did cut out. So I had more control because it was just only the word. This one was like in between other things, and I was trying to press, and then I said, don't be lazy, cut it out and save the other words around it. And then I just added some paint to connect the red from the background and some purple to connect with the little sticker. And then I see them gathering together and like maybe planning or whatever. So it's a gathering of friends or family members, but they're all like in that little heart center there. Maybe they're reading news. I don't know. Um, but it's a gathering of people that you care about, planning together or sharing something special. And then I use one of the, I think these are from Michael's from a long time ago. I took them out of my stash and I just cut a little bit and put it onto the journaling card. And this one has little Nuvo drops on it. And I even kept a little stain. And I added a little punch out heart. That was a remainder for something from just a remnant from another project that I had on my desk. So I just added it to the center. And that's a little heart that even the little things can be a wow because you were not expecting them. So yeah, these are the cards that I made. And that is the heart that I made for Wednesday that I did not share. And I also wanted to share the one that I had dried because I had made it live, and remember that I had put the black Liquitex ink dripping on it, and then I had decided to try and see how the Nuvo Drop clear glittery glue would look when it dried, and it kind of looks fun. It gets a little bit of sparkle, and it's fun because I was it's interesting actually. I was reflecting on this page because when I started it, I thought I was gonna be like all into like pastels. I love music. I love dancing to music. I love using music for inspiration. So I thought it was gonna be like all pastel and soft, and then when I started adding all that black, I was like, maybe I should look into this and see like if there's something like some meaning behind it, because it kind of looks um like there's some like issues behind it. So yeah, I made some connections there that I feel are things that I might need to heal and put into perspective for my own like well-being. You know what I mean? Like to protect my heart and my emotions and my feelings. So yeah, that's a little connection there that I found afterwards. I even when I was creating, I was just having fun. But when I look at it and I connect to the word and the heart again, and the image that came out, it kind of has like a deeper meaning to it that I wasn't even like aware of, but it came out in the page. So I feel that that's one of like the obvious ways in which you can see that you're healing your emotions through the creation of your art, because even if you're not connected to something at that moment and not feeling at that moment, when you create your art piece and you look at it and you really like connect to what you made and you find meaning into the different things that you added, maybe you'll find things that you need to work on or take care of that you had not even been thinking of. So that's an interesting one. And then right the week after, I come up with this one, which is like super bright and vibrant and like color. And the word that I picked was dream, so it was like total like opposite. So it kind of reflects some type of healing when you like jump from one thing to like the total opposite, and it's like so bright and positive and not even thinking about it. You just pick it, you look at it, and when you look at it again, it's like, ooh, that's a big change. So I feel that I went through some type of healing when I was doing that artwork, and I didn't even realize that I was going through that healing process as I was like expressing and letting that out. Whatever was happening subconsciously, it was just coming out and releasing. And the next week, I have like a more joyous and optimistic look into that next word that I pick. So interesting, interesting, interesting. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this share. I made quite a few cards. I'm trying to like push it a little bit and share a little bit more as I'm making these ones, because right now we're starting the next trimester, so things are a little bit slower because they're transitioning into the beginning. So the workload is a little bit more manageable. So I wanted to take advantage of that extra time to like get in here and create, and it just also helps me to get like ready creatively to add a new like pep to the new group that I'm starting to get this week, because we get the new groups of students this week. So I want it to be like all um, in sync and happy and ready to create with them and ready for new ideas to come up. And because I even though I teach the same subjects, I always make new projects with, or most of the projects are new with them. So even though they have the same themes, I try to come up with different projects. So when you do the showcase and when they have their portfolios, not all the work looks the same, but they're covering the same subjects. So that's part of my creative process and how I like to do it. And yeah, this helped me out into like sparking up that creativity again, so that today when I got to school and I started my lesson plan today, I was like, oh, yay, ready to go. you know? So, besitos to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the new subbies, because there's a few. Um, and I hope we keep on growing and hope to reach that 100 plus subbies soon, so that we can do the giveaway with the cards and the templates that I have for you at some point, maybe in the next few weeks. I'll just share that again so that we can like remember what that goal was and what the giveaway was going to be for it. And I'll just keep up coming on and sharing what I've made. So besitos to all of you. Thanks for being here, for your comments, your subscriptions, and for your likes. Love you. Take care. Besitos to all. Bye.